This is the Yankees Postcast, your instant game reaction for the New York Yankees. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Yankees beat Arizona tonight 9-7. They avoid the sweep at the hands of old friend Arizona. That's right, 9-7 was the final score. 3 more long balls for New York, including Aaron Judge's 5th of the season. History made, we'll get to that. Carlos Carrasco made his first start in pinstripes, 5 1/3. He earns the win. Luke Weaver gets the final 4 outs for the save, and again, 9-7. The final score. Hello, everyone. I'm Jay Berman. If you're a New Yorker, you might recognize my work. I've spent more than 2 decades in the biz, everything from TV to web to radio. Please follow me on X at Jay Berman, Jayberman. Welcome to the Locked On Yankees Postcast, both on the Locked On Yankees YouTube channel and the Locked On Yankees podcast feed. The Postcast gives you a place to chat after every game. We're part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every single day. As we said, 9-7, the final score. We'll dive right in. We'll start with the home runs. 3 more of them tonight. Aaron Judge got going in the very first inning with a seed of a home run to right field. That put the Yankees up 3-0. They played 4 in the bottom of the very first inning. Now, the Diamondbacks would get 4 back in the 7th. Courtesy of yet another grand slam. Perdomo during the honors. This one coming off of Ryan Yarbrough, who was obviously signed recently. That got Arizona to within 9-7, but that's as close as they would get. As we said, Carlos Carrasco, his first start in a Yankees uniform, his first win in a Yankees uniform. 5 1/3, 5 hits, 3 earned, 2 walks, 5 Ks. Through 82 pitches. But again, 5 1/3, 3 earned. You got to take that from Carrasco, who, of course, is on his 16th Major League Baseball season. Kudos to him. So again, his first start, his second appearance, if you recall earlier in the season against Milwaukee, he did make a relief appearance. Didn't go very well. But again, Cookie Carrasco, and we'll tell you how he got that nickname coming up. His first start, his second appearance, and he earns the win. We told you about Ryan Yarbrough's troubles tonight. Adam Ottavino, he is the one that replaced Carrasco in the 6th inning. He got the final 2 outs to preserve the lead at that point in time. However, Ryan Yarbrough lasted just 2/3 of an inning as he pitched the 7th. And again, it didn't go well. Finished with a grand slam from Perdomo. And again, it got Arizona to within 2. However, Mark Leiter Jr., who struggled several nights back, he gave up a grand slam to Eugenio Suarez in the very first game of the series. So he needed a bounce back as well. He did a perfect, or at least 2 Ks in an inning. He did not allow a run, gave up a hit. Luke Weaver, as we said, the final 4 outs on just 19 pitches. And again, he earns the save, his first of the season. Luke Weaver needed the work no matter what. If you recall, he last pitched on opening day through just an inning, then struck out 2. So it had been a while since Weaver got into a game. And again, he needed just 19 pitches to get 4 outs. He did exactly that, throwing 15 strikes. As for the offense, Ben Rice got the start at the top of the order tonight. Days off for Austin Wells and Paul Goldschmidt. Rice acquitted himself quite well, had a hit, scored 2 runs, walked twice, even stole a base. By the way, Rice now hitting .375. We would assume that Austin Wells will return to the top of the lineup when he returns to the lineup, or obviously Paul Goldschmidt is there as well. So again, no Goldschmidt today, no Austin Wells today. Aaron Judge was the DH. So Cody Bellinger moved to center. Moved to right. Trent Grisham started in center field. By the way, Grisham hit a home run tonight as well. He went 3 for 4. As we said, Judge, Grisham, and Jazz Chisholm with the honors. Yanks have now hit 22 home runs in just 6 games. Remember, they're 4-2. They took 3 from Milwaukee and dropped 2 of 3 from Arizona. So 22 home runs in 6 games. They're 4-2. those 22 homers in 6 games, a major league record. No team has ever hit more home runs in the first 6 games. Believe it or not, no team has ever hit more than 22 home runs in their first 7 games. So the Yanks don't even need to hit a home run tomorrow to have the record after 7 games. Just goes to show how much the long ball is playing a part. In fact, as we said, Aaron Judge now has 15 RBIs after 4 more tonight. Folks, there are several teams that have not scored 15 runs total as a team. And again, Judge has already driven in 15. Speaking of that, it was Aaron Judge's 999th career game. The home run in the first inning, again, an opposite field shot, an absolute seed, was his 500th career extra base hit. Now, he becomes the 3rd fastest Yankee in history to get to 500 extra base hits. Again, he did so in his 999th career game. Tomorrow will be, assuming he plays, will be Judge's 1,000th career game in a Yankees uniform. So if you're wondering who the first 2 are on the list, you might have heard of them. The fastest was Joe DiMaggio. The next fastest was Lou Gehrig. And then, of course, Aaron Judge. So he has now 500 extra base hits. Believe it or not, he has 501 because he later doubled. In fact, he was a triple short of the cycle. But Judge also becomes the first player in Major League history with at least 5 homers and 15 RBIs in the first 6 games of the season. Folks, Judge, again, is hitting .417 with 5 dingers and 15 runs batted in. Those 15 ribbies, yes, by far the most in baseball. Merrill Kelly did not bring his A game for Arizona tonight. You figured it would be a high-scoring affair, no disrespect to Carrasco or Kelly, but these are phenomenal offensive clubs. Kelly didn't bring it. In fact, he allowed all 9 runs. All of them were earned. He lasted just 3 2/3, 9 hits, 9 runs, 3 walks, and allowed all 3 home runs. The Diamondbacks bullpen was pretty good, believe it or not. The combination of Nelson, Beeks, and Miller went the final 5 1/3 without allowing a run, despite the fact that the Yankees did threaten in several innings. Again, they had a 4-0 lead. It was at one point 6-1. It was at another point 9-3. That was before the grand slam into the 7th, again off Ryan Yarbrough, who did not bring it tonight either. That was a very difficult inning for Yarbrough, who couldn't even complete the inning, needed 24 pitches, just 12 strikes. So 50-50 is terrible. 24 pitches to get just 2 outs. Again, 2 hits, 4 earned, including the grand slam to Perdomo. That's 2 grand slams in the series for Arizona as they take 2 of 3. The Diamondbacks are 4-3. Yanks again 4-2, and obviously 4-2 at home. The road trip, or at least their first road trip, begins tomorrow in Pittsburgh. It's the home opener for the Pirates, so there'll be festivities before the game starts. Again, that is a 4:00 Eastern time start. Technically calling it 4:12. That's what Major League Baseball is saying. Not sure about the weirdo start time there, but again, 4:12 for what it's worth, right around that area. That's when the Yankees and Pirates will begin. And what a day in Pittsburgh it will be. The Yankees are always a draw wherever they go. Pittsburgh is a great city. Pittsburgh is a great ballpark. Everybody loves to make the trek. This is also a weekend series. You might see a lot of Yankee fans there. Should be a very electric crowd in Pittsburgh. All right, we'll take a break. As we said, history was made not only by Aaron Judge, by someone else. We'll tell you exactly who it is. And of course, we'll check the notes and quotes and the schedule as well. All right, ever check your bank account and wonder, where did all my money go? Well, between dining out, online shopping, and entertainment, it's easy to lose track. That's where Monarch Money comes in, your personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money isn't just a budgeting app, it's a complete financial command center. You can track all your accounts, investments, and spending in one place, so you just stop managing your money and start building wealth. When I started using Monarch, I realized just how much I was spending on food delivery. Now I budget smarter and save more. Instead of juggling multiple apps, you can use Monarch to check your finances, track spending, and even plan long-term goals. Managing money with your partner is smoother than ever. You can track shared and personal accounts, set goals, and stay on the same page without the stress. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com, code LOCKEDONMLB for half off your first year. Next up, looking for a snack that's both delicious and nutritious? We'll crack into a good source of protein with Wonderful Pistachios. Wonderful Pistachios, one of the highest protein nuts. Each 1 ounce serving has 6 grams of protein, giving you over 10% of your daily value. Plus, they're packed with fiber and better for you unsaturated fats to help keep you feeling fuller longer. Personally, I love the no shells variety. It's the perfect grab and go snack for busy days. Whether I'm snacking at my desk, on a road trip, or just need a quick protein boost, they're always my go-to. And if you love cracking open every shell for that satisfying crunch, the in-shell options are a classic favorite as well. Let's get snacking and get cracking with the snack that packs a protein punch. Visit wonderfulpistachios.com to learn more. All right, we are back. Final segment of the show as the bats rebound tonight. If you recall, the Yankees struck out 30 times through the first 2 games of the series against Arizona. They whiffed 7 more times tonight. So there's good, there's bad, there's ugly. The ugly is the strikeouts. Yanks in 3 games struck out 37 times, 14 in the opener, 16 last night, including 13 to Zach Gallen, who was just amazing. And then 7 more tonight. Mr. Bellinger struck out twice, the only Yankee with more than 1 strikeout. So we've done the math, 37 times in 3 games. Yanks were actually fortunate to get one of those games. All right, we told you about the history that Aaron Judge made, the first player in history with at least 5 homers and 15 RBIs in his team's first 6 games of the season. Not to be outdone, J.C. Escara, who got the start tonight behind the plate in place of Austin Wells. Well, his first major league start, his first major league hit, a double into the right field corner. The 29-year-old, again, you know his story, from Uber driver to substitute teacher to making the Yankees. And again, his first major league start and his first major league hit. All right, Aaron Boone said Devin Williams will come off the paternity list tomorrow, so he'll be back for the series against the Pirates. Speaking of the Pirates, here's the pitching matchups for the Yankees and the Pirates moving forward. Max Fried will get his second start. That will be tomorrow against Keller. Stroman, Falter on Saturday. Will Warren and Haney on Sunday. So again, Fried, Stroman, and Warren will set you up for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then from Pittsburgh, it's on to Detroit, where Rodon, Carrasco, and Fried back to the top will face Skubal, Flaherty, and Ray. Tigers have an excellent pitching staff, so that should be very, very interesting. Again, 3 starters for Pittsburgh: Fried, Stroman, and Warren, all 3 day games, 4, 4, and 1:30. So take note there. Clark Schmidt threw 3 innings, 46 pitches in a simulated game a couple of days ago. He'll throw again on Saturday. He could rejoin the rotation in mid-April. And again, Devin Williams will be back tomorrow. As we said, 3 in Pittsburgh, all 3 day games, then 3 in Detroit, all 3 night games. Those Detroit games started 6:40 Eastern. And again, Fried, Stroman, and Warren the next 3 days. 9-7 your final score as the Yankees beat the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Yanks are now 4-2. They sweep the Brewers in the first 3. They lose 2 out of 3 from Arizona. But again, an excellent homestand to start. 4-2. And again, the Yankees will next face the Pittsburgh Pirates tomorrow. Also want to mention our partners in crime over at Locked On Yankees, Stacey Gotsulias and Brian McKeon. They handle all the stuff again at Locked On Yankees. So follow, subscribe, and enjoy. All right, 9-7 the final score. Yanks win. They avoid the sweep at the hands of the Diamondbacks. It's off to Pittsburgh for the Pirates on Friday.